Okay. There is something that actually does bother me. It shouldn't, but it does. It's the fact that when you see people on TV or whatever, every time they hyperventilate, they grab a paper bag. It's the most dangerous thing you can do, is pour carbon dioxide back into your body while you're hyperventilating. Because that is all you're doing. You're not actually helping yourself. We do not breathe carbon dioxide. We've never breathed carbon dioxide. We don't breathe it in. In fact, if you talk to any health professional, they will tell you that breathing in carbon dioxide is dangerous. So why do they advocate this concept that using a paper bag when you're hyperventilating is a good idea? Because all you're doing is breathing in and out carbon dioxide. You're just breathing in carbon dioxide constantly while you've got this paper bag over your face. It's really dangerous. It's not safe. And it doesn't help anybody. Because hyperventilation means that you have too much oxygen in your brain. You have too much oxygen. Your body doesn't know, your brain and your body, they don't know what to do with it. So you are literally trying to get rid of the oxygen. I've been hyperventilating on off for the last, since I was about 18, 19, is when I first started hyperventilating. I have anxiety attacks, and on the odd occasion I will hyperventilate. Started when I was about 18, 19. And the first time I had one of these attacks, my best friend who was with me at the time thought I was having an asthma attack. That is also not a very good idea either, because paramedics turned up, put me on an oxygen mask. That was a really bad idea. I was in hospital for about 8-9 hours trying to calm my body down. Yeah. But the thing is, this really isn't. You know, it's just as dangerous to ply you with oxygen as it is to put a paper bag over your face. You know, but it does bother me, because the best way to calm down when you're having a hyperventilation attack is your hand. Take a little ball, tiny little hole over your face, and breathe into it. You breathe in and out of your hand, tiny little hole, so that you are restricting the amount of oxygen you are getting into, getting. That way, your body, your brain, they calm down. You are losing the excess oxygen, and it takes a few minutes to calm down. Sometimes it will take much less. It depends on how serious the attack is. But when you hyperventilate, do not reach for paper bags. Just don't. It is so unhelpful. And it actually does bother me. It shouldn't bother me, but it really does. And I think it bothers me because I've spent so many years having these attacks. Because every time my anxiety does get too bad, I do end up hyperventilating. I suppose that's why it bothers me, that every time I see anything on TV that somebody reaches for a paper bag, and it's like, no, put the thing down, just stop. It just bothers the living daylights out of me. It shouldn't, but it does. And I'm like, no, just stop. It's not an advocation. It's like they're advocating for people to breathe in carbon dioxide. Yeah, let's pour carbon dioxide back into our bodies. Who says that's a good idea? Yeah, let's hyperventilate and breathe in carbon dioxide. How does that help anybody? I know it's a weird thing to be annoyed about, but it annoys me. If you're going to hyperventilate or have any kind of panic attack, or where your breathing becomes affected, close your fist and breathe into your hand. It calms your brain. It calms your brain down, because your brain is then concentrating on your breathing rather than on whatever it's panicking about. it seems like a really silly idea. You walk around like this. But what it does is it restricts the amount of oxygen that you're getting, which calms your brain down because you're concentrating on the actual breathing. And all you end up doing is calming right down. It seems silly, it looks silly, but when you hyperventilate or have a panic attack, your breathing goes out of whack. And in hyperventilation, you've just got too much oxygen and you need to limit the amount of oxygen you're getting. So you actively need to limit the amount of oxygen you are taking in. So the excess oxygen disappears. And therefore, the attack ends. Breathing in carbon dioxide is not good for anybody. Paper bags are horrible. Do not breathe into paper bags when having any kind of panic attack. It bothers the hell out of me. It shouldn't bother me, but it really does. It's just not good for you at all. Yeah, I'm ranting and I'm sorry. Have a good day, everybody.